I'm Amy, and next to me is Ricky, who's sporting her big girl collar, because if you can believe it, she's actually outgrown this little itty bitty collar that was once too big for her. And welcome to week 22 of Growing Up Guide Pup. This week we took Ricky on her very first camping trip. Every year we visit the same state park. It's a beautiful redwood forest and it's got amazing sights and sounds for dogs. There's blue jays flying around, and at times they'd land on the ground and walk around. And they're very loud. They make some interesting noises, which proved to be a wonderful training opportunity for us to have Ricky to be exposed to these guys, especially because she can be a little bird distracted. And they fly around our site, they hop around the site, and it proved to be a great distraction to work Ricky through, even though we were camping. So there are a lot of banana slugs in Northern California. It's really common to see these on our campsite, and they're pretty darn big slugs. They're yellow like a banana, and they're slimy, and they move at slow paces, and they're just different, and we like to see them. We thought we'd take Ricky up to see what she thought of one. And it really didn't faze her too much. She wasn't that interested in them, even though us as people think they're fascinating. While we were camping, we came across something we don't see every day, which is a centipede. And Matt wanted to shoot it, and so here you go. Here's our footage of the centipede. What? So Eli is a very experienced camper, and once again we brought him with because he really loves to camp. And if you've been following the show all along, you knew in the beginning Eli would sometimes get irritated with Ricky and just annoyed by her. Well, they've become really good friends, and they really enjoy spending time together, and camping with the two of them was no exception. We were also joined by our other experienced camper who comes with us every year. Her name is Naya. She's a friend of mine, and she always brings her little Chihuahua Halo. And this was really good for Ricky to be introduced to a really small dog. This dog's smaller than the cats, and she was fascinated by Halo, but she also had to keep self-control and not pester him too much. So it was a great learning experience for her to be around a really small dog. She doesn't get this opportunity very often, and so this was a great time for us to expose her to a small dog. So I'm sure you guys know Mariana by now, the puppy we had before Ricky. Well, Madeline and Mariana came and spent the day with us, and we had lunch, and then we decided to take the whole gang on a nice walk. And I thought this was a great opportunity to give Ricky a little bit of a break and let her kind of have a vacation and put her on the flexi lead, where she could have a little bit more freedom and run around and sniff things, and she just enjoyed herself tremendously. So even though Ricky was on vacation, we still need to do some training, and we did some food distraction training with her with the barbecue and Matt, who was cooking our breakfast. And it was really enticing. We're cooking sausage and took Ricky up to the barbecue to let her see what we were doing, but also not letting her get too close, one where she could burn herself and two where she could get access to the food. So it was great training. Always take an opportunity when it arises, and it's a good distraction. She's not used to having food cooked at nose level, and she did pretty darn good. So there's a creek that runs right below our campsite, and this year it was actually pretty full. We actually got a lot of rain this year, so the creek was a lot higher than we were used to it being. So we took the dogs down there to let them experience it and have some fun. And this was Ricky's first time with running water. She was fascinated by it running down the rocks and kind of fighting at it and just overall having a great time playing in it. So with the redwood forest, it's kind of a different microclimate. It doesn't allow too much sun in and the heat in, and so it got kind of cold at night, and well, Ricky was just exhausted from all her activities during the day. And well, I was kind of cold, so I took this opportunity to put her in my lap and let her keep me warm and have some cuddle time with her, which is kind of nice. You know, normally I sit on the floor with her, but the ground was kind of cold and hard, so I stuck her in my lap and she just settled right in and was nice and snuggly. So at night we had different bugs out and about. The moths were really attracted to our lantern, and well, Ricky was really attracted to the moths. For some reason, she's fascinated by flying bugs, and especially the ones that were landing on the lantern. So we thought it was really cute how she was very interested in watching them and trying to figure out what they were doing and following them with her nose. And well, what are you gonna do? She likes bugs. I hope you enjoyed our camping adventure, and I'm happy to announce that we have reached 500 subscribers. So thank you everyone who's hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all next week on Grown Up Guide Pup.